Thank you for joining me for another This Week with Wilson. This was another busy week on Capitol Hill, complete with floor speeches, constituent meetings, important votes, and committee hearings. This week, the House passed critical legislation in the fight against ISIL-Daesh and clearly identified ISIL's atrocities of mass murder in Iraq and Syria as war crimes against humanity and also being genocide. Sadly, for too long, this administration has downplayed the murderous actions committed by ISIL. I am grateful to be a co-sponsor of the legislation that clearly denounces ISIL and categorizes their actions as genocide because Christians and other religious minorities have the right to practice their faith in their homeland. I spoke on the floor this week about the ISIL chemical attacks against innocent civilians, including children, another instance of deplorable actions of mass murder by ISIL. I also spoke on the floor honoring the life of Nancy Davis Reagan. Nancy Reagan demonstrated that service with small acts would make a world of difference. Nancy's fierce love for her husband and her country was her service. On Wednesday, I was grateful to question the service chiefs during a committee hearing with the House Armed Services Committee. As chairman of the Emerging Threats and Capabilities Subcommittee, I was able to question in depth Navy Admiral John Richardson and the service chiefs about the rising threats to American citizens from dangerous terrorist organizations and how Iran is blatantly ignoring the law and putting our service members at risk of attack while threatening Israel's existence. The President announced his nominee to the Supreme Court this week. I support the Senate majority belief that the next president should fill the vacancy to the Supreme Court. It isn't about the person, it's the principle. The voters deserve the opportunity to decide what type of Supreme Court justice they want, and that will come with the election of a new president. We need judges who will interpret the Constitution, not unilaterally by themselves rewrite the Constitution. This week, I also held a town hall by telephone. I enjoy holding these events because it gives me an opportunity to speak with families across the district, from North Augusta to Blythewood. We discussed many topics, such as the President's harmful proposal to close Guantanamo and bring terrorists to American neighborhoods, ways to assist our veterans, and the MOX facility at the Savannah River site. It is an honor to serve the 2nd Congressional District of South Carolina in Congress, and I always look forward to speaking with you. I enjoyed meeting with many constituent groups this week in Washington. I met with representatives from the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Midlands, multiple sclerosis activists from the Greater Carolinas chapter, also children's cast of Annie the Musical, and the 8th grade class of Hammond School in Columbia. Spending time with members of the 2nd Congressional community here in Washington makes my week so great. It was very special to show these groups around the office and the U.S. Capitol. You, your family, and friends are always welcome. Thank you for joining me for This Week with Wilson. If you have any questions about issues before Congress or would like to contact the office, please visit www.joewilson.house.gov. It's an honor to serve you in Congress.